What's going on, guys? Today I want to show you guys how you can make your first 100, 500, or even $1,000 days on Shopify. And I want to make sure that I take you step by step from beginning to end on how you can go ahead and achieve these kinds of results. If you get a ton of value, make sure you like this video and subscribe. And let's just hop into my computer and let's just get right into it. Alright guys, before I get started, I just wanted to show you my dashboard and show you that I am making some money. Today you can see I'm hitting about 1,500, and I don't want some people saying, oh, this guy doesn't even make $100 a day. So here's the proof, and I can reload it here just to show you that it is real numbers and it's real time. So yeah, you can see that today it's about 1,500, and let's just get right into the video. Alright guys, so now that we're in my computer, this is the $0 to $1,000 per day blueprint, and this is going to show you how to launch your product from zero all the way from product research to where you can even scale your winning product, right? And I'm not going to talk about how you can make your site and everything, because you can go to sites like bluecrate.com or PhoneBB and you can see how they're making their site, and you can somewhat take what they're doing and make it even better, right? So there's a lot of different ways to create sites, and I'm not going to show you that in this video. This video is going to show you the very important parts, which is how you start and look at the products that you want and go about launching it, testing it, and scaling it. So without further ado, guys, this is going to be a course-worthy video, and I want you guys to really pay attention, because there's going to be a ton of value in this video. Alright, so product research. What you really want to do with product research is you want to go and have a criteria, right? You don't want to choose any product that you find anywhere. So the criteria that I follow and that has been really working really well for me is to sell products that are at least $19.99. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have a $2-3 product and you're selling it for $9.99. That's a $7 margin, and with a $7 margin, you can really have trouble making a profit on Facebook, because your cost per purchase is going to be high, and it's almost the same effort selling a $20 product and a $5 product. So I always try to sell my products for at least $19.99, and I usually don't go below that. Another thing is that you have to have a good seller's rating on AliExpress supplier, and not many people talk about this, but this is really important. If your supplier is having a 4.6 rating or 4.3, then you're going to get a lot of angry customers, and you don't want that, because you might be selling a lot one day, but a week or two after, you're going to get a lot of complaints from your customers, you're going to get a lot of chargeback and refunds, and eventually you're going to get to a point where you're actually losing money. So you definitely don't want that to happen. That's why I always recommend having a good supplier that can give you high quality products, and a 4.7 or above will give you that, and also a supplier that has been around for more than 2 years. So the way you look at that is you go to AliExpress, and let's type in here, it just says money clip there. Why not go look into money clip? And how I usually filter products is I click orders, and you can see this is one of the most popular money clips that they have. And right over here, when you click on the product, you can see that this store has been open for 2 years. They have a 98.5% positive feedback, which is pretty good. And they have a 4.8 rating on this product, so it has to be pretty damn good. That's the kind of product that I'm looking for, and that's the kind of suppliers that I will source my products from. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is that your product needs to solve a problem or have a wow factor. If your product doesn't solve a problem or doesn't have a wow factor, then they might as well go to Amazon or eBay or just go to Walmart and get that product, right? You want this product to be something that your customer has never seen and are really intrigued to buy it. So, for example, even with an ordinary money clip, right? Let's look at this one, for example. This wallet has an RFID card or RFID tag. So you can say, with this wallet, you're not going to have people's trying to steal your information. It's RFID protected and is super slim and even holds cash with these bands and can hold up to 6 or 7 cards. This is the kind of way you want to spin your products, and you want to make sure again that they solve a problem or have a wow factor. The last criteria that I look for is that you need to be able to sell for at least 3 times your product cost. So this kind of ties in with the very first criteria that you need to be able to sell it for at least $19.99. So if this money clip is costing me $3, and let's say with ePacket it costs me $3.95, then you at least want to sell it for 3 times the cost. And again, I am not going to sell this for any lower than 4 times 3 is 12, right? So any less than $12. But my rule again is also to not have it lower than $19.99. So for this product, I would probably sell it for $19.99, which is a pretty good margin, right? That's a $15 margin. And that gives you enough room to test with Facebook ads and give you some leeway there so you can still make a profit. All right, so a lot of people ask me, where can I go find these products then? One of the ways that you can go about finding your product is by going to Facebook itself. So when you go on Facebook and you go to the search bar on top of Facebook and type in "get yours here" or "get yours now," you can find many videos that people are advertising already. So let me just go here and type in "get yours here." And as you can see on the video part, it's going to show you how you can find products that are being advertised right now and are hot. So let's look at Toasty Hands. So this might be a good product for you to test. And you can see they started testing about 3 weeks ago, which is pretty recent, and you can see that it's Blue Crate. So Blue Crate is the one that's selling this product, and you can see it's getting hundreds of thousands, 1.8 million views, which means that people love this product, right? And look at the comment section too. You can see, oh, first person who comes to mind, I think we found a Christmas present, found perfect for our outdoor. You can see that a lot of people are really liking this product, and this might be a product that you want to test. And you can see you have lists and lists of these. And what I usually do is I go to 2018 to see what the most recent videos are so that I can see what's really being popular right now so I can get on that trend. Awesome. So that's the very first product research method. Another place that you can go into is Big Big Product. And with Big Big Product, you can see what the price that these stores are selling it for and what the estimated sales and revenues that they're doing is. And you can even click on a link and go into their site to see what their product description is, how much they're pricing it, what kind of deal they're doing. And it's just such a powerful tool for you to go and see and do research on yourself. So this is one way, another way that I find winning products. And the last bit is AliExpress. So a lot of people think, oh, you can't really find winning products on AliExpress because there's so many products and it's so hard to find. And yes, although that's true, you can go ahead and look into categories and just start diving in from there. So okay, so let's go on AliExpress and see what we can do. So let's go to categories and let's just go to jewelry and watches, and you can see how there's a lot of categories under jewelry and watches. So let's just click one of them. Let's go to trendy earrings, right? So I would go into a subcategory called earrings under jewelry and accessories, and I would filter through orders. And you can see this one has 27,000 orders, and that's a lot, right? That means they're selling hundreds of units per day. And these are some of the products that might not be advertised much, or you haven't seen advertised yet, but you can still capitalize on them because you can see that they are getting a lot of orders and it's proof that it's selling. So I would go ahead and go through these lists and see what is selling. So that's the third way to go about and research your product. Those should be sufficient enough to find a winner and have enough to have a list of products for you to go ahead and test out. If you have maybe 20, 30 products in your list and you test one product per day, I guarantee that you'll find one product that does pretty decently. All right, so step 2 is going to be creating your product creatives. For creatives, you're either going to create a video ad or you're going to create an image ad. And if you're going to create an image ad, which I don't really recommend, I recommend you creating video ads unless it's a fashion product or leggings or dresses of some sort that you can't really create a video out of. So if you're creating an image ad, then I would use Canva for thumbnails and image ads, and I'm going to link it in the description below. And if you're going to make a video, I highly recommend you use Animoto and create 30 to 45-second clips that really show how you're solving someone else's problem, right? So like you saw on Facebook here, these videos show either the wow factor or how they solve your problems. So here, these heated USB gloves keep your hands toasty, defrost your frozen fingers in the winter. So you see, you have cold hands. Why don't you warm them up with these toasty hand warmers? And you can see it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. And you want to make a short 30-45-second clip, and you can make it very easily with Animoto. And I could go on and on about how you can make great product creatives, but it's going to be a whole separate video. So I'm going to talk about that later on in another video maybe. But for now, for image ads, use Canva. For video ads, I would highly recommend using Animoto. And make sure you create thumbnails, guys, if you're making a video, because those are going to be very eye-catching and they're going to be the ones that hook your customers into clicking that video and watching it. All right, so the third step is going to be product description. And you need to write a compelling product description, and I cannot stress that enough. A lot of people are putting AliExpress descriptions that they've imported, and that's just not going to sell, guys. So with your product descriptions, you want to write product descriptions that solves a problem for the customers and provides them value, right? Value is the key here. So you want to say that if you get this product, it will help your life. And again, there's so many companies that you can go into and look and see how they're doing it. So if you go to Blue Crate, for example, and I'm sorry, Blue Crate, if you're seeing this, but you guys do a really good job, so why not showcase your website, right? You can see with their product description, they say don't want to spend another winter freezing while at work with toasty hands. You don't have to. So you can see how they're hitting on the customer pain point, and you're saying with this product, you're not going to have to face that problem, and it's going to solve it. So that's what you want to do with your product descriptions, and don't skimp out on this, guys. It's very, very important that you make a good product description. All right, so once you make a good product description and you have a video, then the next step is creating your ads, right? So when you're creating your ads, this is what you kind of want to do. This is my launching strategy, and it has been working very well for me, and this is how I test every single product. So when creating a campaign, you want to keep the age broad. You don't want to target and say, oh, this person's most likely going to be people who are 18 to 34. You never know. Your grandmother might be buying something for their daughter or their granddaughter, right? So you never know what the buying age is. So I would keep it as broad as possible. And for gender, it depends on the product. If you're selling leggings, right, it's going to be women. But if it's going to be more like those toasty hands, men can use it too, women can use it too. So I would keep it gender neutral unless, again, it's lipstick or it's makeup that might be specific to a gender. Language, I usually click English all. And for countries, I test tier 1 countries. And by that, go on Google and type in tier 1 countries, and you can see the entire list of the top countries that are most likely to buy. So tier 1 countries usually have money to purchase goods that you're selling. So These are the countries that I would include when testing your product. Okay, so now that you're good with countries, you would go into interests and target in 3 different angles. So what I mean by that is you want to target stores that are maybe similar to your products, or you want to target magazines within that niche, or you want to target large fan pages. Those are kind of the things that you want to think about, and you want to at least go from 3 different angles, because that's going to help you determine which angle is going to be the best to scale later on. And I recommend that you choose audience sizes over 1 million. 1 million to 25 million is pretty much the audience size that I like to go for, and it's been working really good for me. And for the budget, $5 a day. If you can spend $10 a day, great. You're going to get data faster too. But you're more than welcome to just set it at $5 a day. And for placement, Instagram and Facebook feed only. And I usually set the schedule date to midnight, 12:01 a.m. and just keep it ongoing, and optimization 1 day click and view, right? So once you create this ad set, I will duplicate it and change the interest and create 5 to 10 ad sets minimum in the campaign. And the reason for that is the more ad sets you test, the more likely you will hit a winning ad set. So I recommend a minimum of 5 to 10 ad sets, even more if you can, if your budget allows. And guys, I would show this to you on my ad account, but it's gonna take a lot longer, so I'm just gonna do it in another video. And if you guys want me to make a video like that, drop a comment below and I'll definitely make one like that. Okay, so the very last is the scaling phase. Right, so when you find a winning ad set that's giving you a good ROAS and is above your break-even point, then what I usually do is I duplicate that winning ad set 2 times at a higher budget. So I first set it to 25 if it's $5 a day, and then if that does well, I go and bump it up to $50 a day. And if it's still doing well, then that means it's pretty much a winner, right? So then I would go ahead and start creating retargeting ads, and this is usually where a lot of people see profits profitable. So you want to retarget people that have viewed your video 95%, 75%, 50%, and you also want to retarget people who's viewed your website or view content and exclude add to carts and purchases for 90 days. Retargeting ad set that you might want to create is a 90-day add to cart excluding purchases. So test all of these and see which retargeting ads do well. And if you find one that's doing really well, just keep bumping up the budget. And that's pretty much it, guys. If it does well, just bump up the budget. And lastly, you want to create lookalike audiences. So you can start with 95% video views, and the reason for that is you probably have the most data on video views. So you want to build it up, and get more purchases in this section so that these are going to be a lot better and more optimized when you start these lookalike audiences. So I test the 50%, 75%, 95% to 1 to 3% on lookalike audiences in the beginning, and I then launched the 90-day view content, 90-day add to cart, and 90-day purchase, 1 to 3% again. And if these are all doing well, then I go all the way to 10% again and test all of those. Because sometimes a 5 to 6% lookalike audience can do better than a 1 to 2%. Right? So you have to test everything, but in the beginning, these would be the ones that I test. And if they're doing well, I would keep testing it all the way to 10%. And that's pretty much it, guys. With this simple strategy, you should be able to hit at least $100 per day, if not $500 and even $1,000 a day. And this is pretty much what I do to scale from $0 to $1,000. And hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of this video. If you did, again, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more value. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Later.